Yo, what's going on, guys? So I am being told to check the store right now. So that is exactly what I'm about to do. Let's see. Oh my goodness, what? The Obsidian Steed? Ain't no way. This steed is calling your name with the Obsidian Steed bundle. This bundle features a popular community requested look for Ghost and a blueprint inspired by the Obsidian Steed variant from Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. It took a while to scroll. Not like we needed to know that anyway. If you guys played that game, you would know about the Obsidian Steed. This weapon is iconic. It was a variant of the BAL-27, an OP variant, by the way, but we'll get into that later. Surely I have to drop a DNA bomb with this thing, right? I want to see if this is just as OP as it used to be. So we've got a Ghost skin right here. Apparently he's in jeans, which I don't really care about, but yeah, he is. I guess he's just in a casual fit, whatever.
Nice.
But here is the Obsidian Steed. It looks a little bit different from what I remember, but it still looks crazy. So we've got to cop this. Luckily, I broke the bank account the other day and got 12,800 COD points. And here we go, look at us. All of a sudden, we're playing Advanced Warfare. It's so weird because I was playing that jetpack mode the other day and I was using the BAL-27 and the Morse, talking about how it felt like Advanced Warfare, and then a couple days later, they add the Obsidian Steed. I don't know. Here's the attachments that it comes with. I don't know if the BAL-27 is meta at the moment. I don't think it is, but I feel like they knew that they had to put on some good attachments for this thing, because if they didn't, it really wouldn't be living up to the Obsidian Steed. By the way, you guys have been going absolutely crazy on the videos recently, so whilst we hop into a game, if you haven't already and you do enjoy the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel because we're on that road to 500k and you can help me out. Do it! I also do appreciate all of the kind messages and well wishes about my injury that I had with my knee. It's getting better. I started to walk on it a little bit more now, still very awkwardly, but we're getting there, right? And this Obsidian Steed has made me feel a lot better. And here we go. Let me get outside real quick. Here we go with the Obsidian Steed. Does this look like the Obsidian Steed to you guys? I don't know. I can see where the inspiration has come from. I don't know. I feel like it looks slightly different. This isn't how I remember the Obsidian Steed to look exactly. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but we've got to see if this is actually really, really good, because if not, this is a disappointment. Get this UAV out. Woo! Wait, hold up a second. We're popping off. Let me back over here. Wait, this is actually crazy. I've never really given the BAL-27 a chance in this game. Not properly anyway. But this feels a lot better than I thought it would. I thought this thing was trash. No! So first of all, let's be clear. This is actually the Obsidian Steed. They mentioned it in the bio of this bundle, but not only that, it's called the Obsidian Steed. This isn't one of those clickbait things where, you know, it kind of looks like a weapon from the past, so that's what we call it. No, that's exactly what this is. So the Obsidian Steed from back in the day, I don't know if you guys played Advanced Warfare, but what was different about that game in comparison to all of the other Call of Duties? I'm pretty sure every other Call of Duty didn't have this feature. So Advanced Warfare had variants, and what the variants would do, they would have different special effects that certain other weapons wouldn't have. So with the different variants, some of them would have different advantages that other variants wouldn't have. So there would be variants that people would work towards and want to get out of supply drops because maybe they gave them more damage, maybe they gave them better recoil control, slowed down the fire rate. Any of that stuff could come from a variant in Advanced Warfare, and I don't think that was a thing in any other Call of Duty. Oh, wait, that's my body? How scary is that? I'm in the luggage compartment.
Damn.
I guess Infinite Warfare had it a little bit. I think some of the weapons had different little things that they could do, but not as drastic as Advanced Warfare. And of course, Advanced Warfare had the supply drop, so you couldn't get them unless you got them in a supply drop, so it was really pay to win. But the Obsidian Steed was loved so much because, first of all, the BAL-27 in Advanced Warfare was meta. That's why people love this weapon so much in general. But not only that, the Obsidian Steed, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it slowed down the fire rate a little bit, but also increased the damage. So with the lower fire rate, I think it was a little bit easier to control. And then, of course, it had higher damage, so it just felt like you were melting people. There was also another BAL-27 called the Inferno, and from what I remember from that one, I think it had an increased fire rate. So it didn't have increased damage. It might even have had less damage, but it had a faster fire rate. So you still, I think overall, would kill people faster than the standard BAL-27. So both of those would be what people would look towards in supply drops. Definitely this Obsidian Steed. What are we doing in their spawn right now? Bouncing Betty there. Get him. Oh, they're all around me. What? I'm telling you, this Kar 98 is literally a shotgun. Never mind a sniper. What? There's no way he should have the confidence to run in there like that. I'm not gonna lie, I thought I was gonna be extremely disappointed by this Bal 27, but it turns out it's actually really, really good. They've made sure to put on some good attachments on this thing, genuinely. And for any of you that might be confused as to why they're bringing back the Obsidian Steed, this is Sledgehammer. I know it feels weird to have the Obsidian Steed in a Modern Warfare, especially Modern Warfare 3, but you've got to remember, Sledgehammer made this game and they also made Advanced Warfare, so it kind of makes sense for them to bring back a lot of the things from Advanced Warfare, since that's the game they developed. GG's. Hello, is anyone there?
Hello from the other side.
Whack.
Before we hop into a game, we've got to see how it looks with camos over the top of it. It's got to keep that gold effect on it, surely, or else it won't be the Obsidian Steed. There we go. So we got gilded, still looks pretty cool. Forged, okay, so it keeps the gold Obsidian Steed texture. Priceless looks pretty cool. Then we've got Interstellar right there. I don't know, they look so weird to me. Look at this. Look how random this looks. This isn't the Obsidian. Ooh. Wait, the iron sights look kind of clean though. It has this weird jelly effect on the iron sights. That's kind of cool. Where's the Advanced Warfare sight? I can't remember what it was called. Oh, AW Gen 1 Optic. We gotta throw this on. No, this is about to be too nostalgic. Oh my, look at this. The only thing that makes me mad about these things that they bring back from the older games, I just wish they had the accurate sound effects. I feel like that's extremely important. If they don't have the sound effects, yeah, looking the same is very cool. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. The sound effects is just add so much. We saw it with the Intervention. They brought that back. Didn't really have the OG sound effect, so it didn't really hit the same. We saw it with the Morse. Didn't really have the same sound effect. The Bal 27 doesn't really have the same sound effect. From what I remember of the Advanced Warfare weapons, a lot of them just sounded extremely hollow, but I loved it. And I wish this had the same effect. And also, since, oh my goodness, since the variants had different fire rates and stuff like that, they would all sound a little bit different. I remember the Obsidian Steed had this deep sound to it that was just so, it was really intimidating at the time. You almost knew. As soon as you got beamed by a Bal, you'd kind of know that it wasn't the original Bal. It had to be Obsidian Steed. What the flip is this? A WA-2000? Are we all just using OG weapons? What? How would you guys feel about supply drops coming back to Call of Duty? Understandably, supply drops shouldn't be in the game, or at least the way they were, because it was extremely pay to win. Back in the day, you would only be able to get DLC weapons through supply drops, meaning unless you bought supply drops, because let's be honest, your luck from getting, you know, 30 crypto keys every so often, maybe every few hours, maybe more, you'd be able to open one rare supply drop every day or so, and yeah, your chances of getting the DLC weapons then pretty much impossible. That's why I hardly had any DLC weapons back in the day, because I was too young, didn't have any money, so I didn't have money to spend on supply drops. So all I could do was just use my crypto keys that I would get, and yeah, I just wouldn't really get much. Maybe I would every so often, but not very often. One thing I did get really lucky with was the Advanced Warfare variants. Not the DLC weapons, but the variants. I got really lucky. Like, I got the Obsidian Steed, I had the Inferno, I had the ASM-1 variants that everyone would want, the Speakeasy. Oh man, I love that. And I do like the feeling of getting what you would want in a supply drop. Nothing really hits the same anymore. That feeling of opening a supply drop and getting something that you always wanted was, bro, genuinely like the best feeling ever. And there's really nothing that compares to that anymore. But of course, overall, it isn't a good idea because it's pay to win, and pay to win is bad. But there's always something in the back of my mind that's like, wait, I have money to spend on supply drops now. I kind of wish I could. Maybe there's a better way of them doing it. Maybe it's just camos. You know, it'd be cool if they had a supply drop system and it was only blueprints in there and they weren't pay to win. There was no sneaky little see-through weapon that you could get in there that would give you an advantage, anything like that. It was just, you know, regular blueprints or regular camos that actually look really nice, but it doesn't give you an advantage. That would be pretty cool. Just something to have that feeling of opening supply drops again and just being able to get something crazy out of them. I don't know, I kind of miss that. Oh yeah, one thing they did do back in the day was, I don't think this was a thing from the start, but they ended up adding extra prestiges to Advanced Warfare, and to counteract some of the, you know, the pay to win aspect of the game, they put some of the best variants in rewards for prestiging. So I don't remember how many prestiges there were. I think there were 15, but then they added another 15 prestiges, and all of them were just like a gold version of what the original prestiges were, you know, the prestige logos. And then each time you prestige to one of those gold ones, to one of those extra ones, you would get a variant, and it would be a royalty variant. I don't know if you guys remember, they would be purple. So it wouldn't be the exact same visually as, you know, the variants that you'd get out of the supply drops, but they would be the same thing. So there was a royalty version of Obsidian Steed that you could get for hitting a certain prestige in the game, as well as other variants that people would want too. So if you didn't manage to get them in a supply drop, you then had the incentive to play the game as much as you could to make sure you got to the certain prestige to get the variant that you want. Bro, what is this trend of people using sniper rifles? He said, forget the melee weapon. I'm gonna use the sniper as my close range. How is that a thing? But one off the DNA bomb, ladies and gentlemen. And there we go. A DNA bomb with the Obsidian Steed. Let me try and make sure I can stay outside whilst this is called in. Come on. Obsidian Steed DNA bomb. Oh, and we're stunned. Boom. Oh, man, this is so nostalgic. Actually, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to search up the Obsidian Steed right now from Advanced Warfare just to see how similar this thing really looks. Here we go. We got the Obsidian Steed. So this is quite clearly the Obsidian Steed. And I see the resemblance. Don't get me wrong. It definitely is the Obsidian Steed, but just remember this. This is how it looks in this game. I don't know. It's not really exactly the same, is it? Before I let you guys go, I want to give a huge shout out to Boohoo Man. You guys can go check out all the clothing using the link in the description. There's a bunch of really nice stuff on there, and my code Braderz will get you an extra discount at checkout, so go make use of that. I had fun, man. The Obsidian Steed is back. I wonder what they're gonna do in the future. Are they gonna bring back more things? Who knows? Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.